And we're live, alright? Here we go. So, basically, plan is binary sword. We're just gonna be working on that. And then once we're done with that, which it shouldn't take too long. After that, let's see. It's gonna be... let's see. We'll figure it out from there. Okay, binary sword, so yeah. There we go, we're in tier 1 right now. So yeah, let's see. We don't really need that guy. So tier 1, this should be pretty simple. Let me go ahead and delete this. Add a mesh cube. Oh, what's going on? Whoa, what did I just do? Oops. Everything's lagging. Holy cow. Hang on. Oh man, let's see. Okay, we're chilling, I think. So yeah, my plan is, I already got a plan opened up right now, so I'm just looking at that right now. There we go. Kind of what I'm going for, and then just gonna bring these down a little bit. And then in my plan I had a, let's see, how am I gonna do this? This is gonna be a bit interesting because, let's see, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a loop cut right here, bring it over to the side, and then loop cut right here as well, bring that over to the side, and then loop cut right here and bring that right here. This is kind of interesting. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see though. And then let's see. For now we can hide the blade actually. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and extrude and then scale down on Z. Move it down. And then let's also, whoa, whoops. Oh, I just flipped it. There we go. Scale it on the y-axis or x-axis. How does that look? Let's see. That is what I was going for. Perfect. And then let's see with the blade. Yeah, we're gonna bring the blade down a little bit. And you know what? I could probably actually take this whole section, yeah, and then separate it, and then yeah, I think that's, yeah, so they're two different parts now, so I can change the materials on both of them. But I think what I want to do here as well is kind of bring these, oh, I gotta select that as well. And then, I didn't really think that through, but I gotta, yeah, kind of connect it to the blade, kind of like that. Let's see how that looks. Oh, it's not centered. Maybe the blade's not centered though. Let me just move the blade a little bit. Like that. It's nobody's gonna notice, yeah. Alright. Yeah, there we go. And then the hilt. For the tier 1, maybe, yeah, you can just have without. But yeah, we're also gonna, did I already configure it? No, I didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that. And then fill those, and whoops. Fill those, perfect. And then select these 4, and then bring them down a little bit. Okay. What else? What else? Let's see. I think that's good. I think that's good. But you know what? Actually, no, it's not good enough, because the thing about the binary sword is it's supposed to be like half-half. So I'm gonna have to select half of this, kind of like this. Shift D, and then replace by selection. And let me see what it actually just looks like by itself. Okay, that's right, yeah. But yeah, I'm also gonna have to delete the vertices on that side for this, and then delete vertices. Does that look right? Let me check. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, alright. And you can't really tell either. So yeah, this side's gonna be like black, this side's gonna be white. And then let's see, we can also... I did have a plan for like a... Actually no, let's leave that for the next tier. Okay, we're done with the tier 1. Save as tier 1. And we're gonna make a copy, call it tier 2. Save copy, and then we're gonna go to it real quick. Alright, now that we're on tier 2, we can start working on the other stuff. So this is gonna be where it gets kind of interesting. Let's see. Yeah, so I am gonna need the hilt, of course, so let's go ahead and add a cube real quick, scale it down, bring it down a little bit, and then let's see. Bring it up a little and then scale it on the y-axis a little bit, and then make it smaller on the z-axis. And then the bottom I'm gonna bevel a little bit, just a little. And then let's see, that should be fine for actually I probably should make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Now we gotta, let's see, fix up the blade. So how we're gonna do it, actually, I'm gonna only work on one half, and actually how I'm gonna do it to make sure it didn't go over the other half. I don't need that, I just need a generate and a mirror. There we go, mirror on the y axis, there we go, and actually on the x axis as well, that way I can just go ahead and delete one side. Let me double check that looks right. Yep, and oh, it's, there we go. Let's see, so yeah, we're also gonna want clipping on as well. And yeah, we can start working on the plan. And actually, or let's see, yeah, so we're gonna add a loop cut right here, bring it down. Add another loop cut right here, bring it down. Is that right? That is right, okay. And then we're gonna take these that we just made, and then we're gonna bring them in a little bit. And then I guess we're gonna need another loop cut as well, so bring another loop cut down. We're gonna extend that one a little bit. There we go. And then we're gonna have to actually, yeah, we can just ignore those for now. We do want the handle though. Let's see. So yeah, let's see how we want to form the blade. So yeah, kind of like that. And then I also want to align these, so I'm gonna, what is it? Move, and then on the x-axis, and then set 0. Never mind. I forgot what the combination was. I'll just have to do it by eye. So it's like this. There we go. Yeah, I mean, either way, it's like the same thing, so. And actually, maybe this one I'll have it align a little bit with that. See how that looks. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, and you know what? It actually, for my plan, I had it one out a little bit. So it's right here. It kind of goes, and I need to turn back on clipping. And then let's see. E on the x-axis. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I just want to select those. And that and that. And EX. There we go. How's that look? That looks about right. Okay. And then let's see, what else do I want to do here? Yeah, I want to make sure that these don't go outwards. So I'm gonna go ahead, kind of like this. What the? That's weird. Yeah, okay, I don't know what was going on there. Okay, let's, yeah, there we go. Actually, I do want this to be aligned, so I'm gonna go ahead, put it right there. Let's see how that looks. That is about what I was trying to get. Maybe I do want it to go a little bit higher though. So I'm gonna go ahead and come back over here. And I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. And I think I want to bring this up a little. Actually, not that, but this. Let's see if that looks alright. Looks alright, yeah. That is what I was trying to do. And then yeah, now all we gotta do, we take this, we don't do it on the y-axis. Or, actually no, we do, actually. This is gonna make it easier. Just gotta do it like that, and then go out of edit mode, apply, and then, let's see, we're gonna select half. And then we're gonna, or yeah, we gotta select these two. And then Shift D. And then that. And then we gotta delete it again. Along with this. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. We just want to delete these. And this. And this. Let's see. How does that look? Perfect, there we go. Now we just gotta do the handle stuff. So let's see, we're gonna change this up a little. So I don't think we want this anymore. I don't think we want any of this actually. So we can go ahead and delete all this. Add a new mesh. Scale it down. Whoops. Whoops. 8. There we go. Oh, a little bit too big. Let's see. There we go. There we go. There we go. How are we gonna do this? Okay, we're gonna have a loop cut for sure. And then take this. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Let me just make sure. Did I? Nope, never mind. Perfect. Just take these and then bring this up like that. And actually we're gonna want to make it a little bit smaller on the x-axis, probably even on this one. How does that look? Perfect. Let's see what else we want to do. Okay, I added a little thing at the end here for the picture, but I don't think I'm gonna add it for the sword actually. I'm gonna add, so I added like a 1/0 sort of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a cube. And then we're gonna have to form it into, so this is gonna be the start, I guess. Like that, and then let's see. Go into edit mode and select all these. E. Actually, just E and then S, Z, E, Z, or Y. Perfect. And then we're gonna duplicate it. And then Control M on the Y-axis. I guess we're just gonna move it over here. There we go. And then for this one, it's gonna be an O, so we're gonna move it out a little bit, and then we're gonna add a. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see. Okay, how should I do this? I'm gonna try and cut a hole in the middle of this thing. Make it like a donut. Okay, I think I could do it like this. And I have to just select the other side and do the same thing. It's like, oh, whoa. What? Let me double check something. Okay. Let me retry that. Okay, I must have been doing something wrong. Perfect. And now that we got those, just gotta select them both and then bring them down. Maybe like that. There we go. And then fill. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna have to manually do it probably. No worries, you just gotta fill that, fill that, fill that, fill that. Perfect, and then just delete these. Only faces. How does that look? Oh, I gotta shift in. There we go. That is what I was going for. Alright. It looks a little bit interesting though. Let me make sure it's not too big on that axis. And then yeah, I think what I gotta do is bring this side out a little more. Just to counterweight the giant O. I'm probably gonna shrink this out a little bit more. I think, yeah, just make that a little thinner. Maybe it shouldn't have counterweight. I'm just gonna. Okay, how does that look? I mean, that's good enough, yeah. It just looks a little interesting. Let me double check it's on the right side. Okay, yeah, I mean, it works. I guess the point across. Let's see. Okay, next tier, let's do it. That's tier 2, so actually let's go ahead and export it as well. Or actually, we might want to do a little bit of something here. Maybe let's do a cut right here. A cut right here. No, that's doing too much actually. I'm gonna not do that. I'm just gonna select all this. EF, F, export, save. And then, oops, wrong button. Save copy as tier 3. There we go. Tier 3. Now what do we do here? Okay. For tier 3 it's gonna be a lot different, so I'm gonna. Actually no, we could probably still use this. We could still use this actually. But we're gonna have to select both of them. Go into edit mode. And then, let's see. Take these. E, C, S. Perfect, that's what I was going for. Easy. S, okay. And then I'm gonna have to do, oh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to kind of like eyeball it. Looks about right. I wish I knew how to align these. There's a way, but I forget how to, so we'll just survive without it. But yeah, we're gonna need one more cut as well, actually. And we can just put those in the middle. And what that's gonna do is I'm gonna take these and scale them out on the X or the Y. And I'm actually gonna bring these all up a little. So they're aligned. Actually, you know what I could do? There we go. That way I have something to look at. Oh, I should have done it both sides at the same time. Whoops. There we go. I'll keep doing that. Whoops. Okay. How does that look? Yes. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna make this side bigger because it's the front side. Actually, we're gonna only G those out. How do I do this? And then let's see, G it out a little bit more. I'm gonna center this actually. Okay, there we go. And then, yeah, I'm gonna center this. Is it center? No, it's a little bit over here. Okay. I don't think it's centered. I'll just leave it there. And then, let's see, what else did I do here? I'll make this side smaller. And actually, let me bring everything. Is that about right? That is what I was going for. Okay. Perfect. I do want to make this a little bit bigger. And for the other blade, I'm gonna also make it a little bit thicker right here. And actually, you know what? I could do this as well. Take those and then center them. Take this, take it, bring it down. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, perfect. That is exactly what I was going for. Nice. Now that we got this, we just gotta work on the handle part, which, yeah, we do not. Let's see. Bring this up a little. Yeah, it's not centered. That's kind of interesting. That should be good. Yeah, take these. This is the rain guard. It's just like the upper part, which is gonna connect to the actual guard from here. So I separate it, make it into its own object. There we go. And then, why is it scaling everything? It's Interesting. Oh, it's because I accidentally turned this on. Whoops. There we go. And then bring it down. Oh, you got scaled a bit too much on there. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna stop talking for a bit. Let's see. What is up? What is up? Yeah, I'm just working on a sword right now. Yeah, so it's the binary sword, so you can kind of see. I don't know if you've already seen, but these are the current swords that I've worked on, and the binary sword is the final one, at least for now. Then I'm gonna start working on converting. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. So yeah, let's see. That is what's going on. Yes sir, yes sir. Yeah, and I'm just gonna separate these. And then make these a bit smaller. Only on the x-axis actually. Tough. Thank you. Thank you. Yes sir. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, yeah, so once I'm done with this, I'm gonna start converting everything to actual items. And that's when it's gonna get good. That's when the good stuff is gonna start, I think. We'll see. But yeah, so I added a little bit of a thing right here. And I'm gonna duplicate this, scale it down. Actually, scale it down on this, and then delete these vertices, fill that. And then scale it on the y-axis a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Oh, and on the x-axis. Maybe I want to actually, let's see. Let's see. Let's go ahead and actually make this a little bit smaller. And I'm gonna bevel these. Oh, I actually want to bevel. I'm gonna have to bevel each corner by itself. So like that, and then I'm gonna set the width to like 0.15. And I'll do that for the same. 0.15. There we go. I wonder how it looks if I merge these. Yeah, no, maybe not. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. I think we're done. Okay, take this, EF, export, boom, save. And now we can start moving it over here. So, import 3D. I'm just gonna go ahead and do all this stuff over here. Okay. Where did I save it? Gear, swords, binary. Okay. And now import. There we go. Let's see if it works. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then tier 1. Let's see. Will all the swords have same animations? No. So I think katana is gonna have different. Rapier is gonna have different. Greatsword is gonna have different. But if you're talking about just like general swords, then probably yeah. Just because if each sword has a different animation, that's gonna take a really long time. But like the major differences where like it's a completely new type of sword, then for sure I'm gonna add new animation. That's what's gonna happen basically. And then let me rename everything. So hand or guard 1, guard 2, blade 1, blade 2, handle. Alright. Now we can move on to the next one. Guard 1, guard 2, handle, or pommel. Let's see, blade 1, blade 2, handle. Alright. And actually, oh, I wanted to change these colors, so actually maybe I'm gonna have to redo these. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to redo those real quick. I'm gonna delete them real quick, and then yeah, because I wanted these to be separate. So let's see. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. So press P, select. There we go. Now let's see. I just gotta select everything. EF, export, save. Okay, and then we open up the version 2. And then I'm gonna have to do the same thing basically. So, oh, I'm on the wrong tool. Whoops. There we go. Separate that by selection. And then export it real quick. Let me double check the lighting is right. Perfect, there we go. And then I'm gonna re-import everything. I wonder if I can just do this. Let's see. Is that a new version or? Let's see. Ah, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Whoa. Delete that, and then import them. Hopefully it works. Yeah, there we go. And then, so yeah, that's tier 3, so I'm gonna move that over there. But yeah, also with the weapon tiers, basically, how it works is each sword up to tier 2 is gonna be just a normal sword, and then at tier 3 is when it can turn into a different type of sword. So like, this is a sword, and then this is a great sword. This is a sword, and then this is a rapier. This is a sword, this is a great sword, this is a sword, this is a katana. Same thing, and then this is just a normal sword. It just has a little bit more range. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm doing things. But yeah, let me double check it works. Okay, perfect, they're separated. So I'm gonna start renaming things real quick. So this is gonna be the guard 1. This is guard 2. Pommel. Guard 3. Blade 1. Blade 2. And then handle. There we go. And then we can do type 3. There we go. So this is the rain guard. Awesome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how it is. But yeah. So that's kind of the whole plan right now. But yeah, pommel. Actually, I'm gonna do pommel 1 for this one. Guard 2. Guard 3. Pommel 2. Guard 4. blade 1 and blade 2. There we go. Everything is renamed. So I can start recoloring stuff now. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the blades. So let's see. Let's select all the blade. There we go. And then also the eyes. So let's try and select the correct guard. It's gonna be interesting. There we go. There we go. And then we set it to neon and we'll set it to white. There we go. Save. Gotta be an easier way to do this. Bro, I wish. I mean, there is. Maybe if I made like a custom plugin, it might be able to be a little bit easier, but yeah, in the end, I'm just importing the 3D model, so this is about as easy as it gets. But yeah, no, it's a tragedy for sure though. Yeah. But yeah, let's see. So we're gonna set the other materials. Let's see. There we go. Select that. Guard there, and then blade 2. And then set those to neon, and then the color to black. Nice. So that's kind of what I'm going for with the binary sword. Handle, of course, I'm gonna select the wood color real quick. Handle, wood, copy this. And we're just gonna set the handles to wood. Oh, there we go. All right, and now all we got to do now is the inner parts and the pommels, which I'm gonna have to probably select my own custom colors. So let's see. Let's try like a pure gray. So there we go. And then why don't you hold left plus Alt Shift and click the part. Alt. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. Bro, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm gonna be doing that from now on. Okay, that's actually so OP. That is so OP. Thank you. But yeah, there we go. And then set these colors to like this. And then what material? I think that one, let's see, maybe change it a little bit. Oh, yeah, we'll stick with this one. And then what else do we do? For this one, let's go ahead. Alt Shift it was. Oh, wrong one. Okay, I'm just gonna have to manually select that one. Okay. Alt Shift. There we go. Bro, that's so nice. Thank you. Wow, I didn't know that was a thing. And then, yeah, let's set the material to something new. Let's try this. This should be fine for now. There we go. Perfect. And then maybe I'll add a particle effects as well. So for now, we'll leave it without effects. Or actually, let's see. It'd be nice to add effects though. I'll do it later. Yeah, just the parts that are inside are really annoying to select. You'll find out what I'm talking about later. Just the parts that are inside are annoying. Yeah, bro, I know what you're talking about. These little things, bro, the little dots. Those are kind of annoying. But yeah, thank you though. Thank you. Much appreciated. But yeah, there we go. That's about it. Now that we got that done, let's start importing everything. So let's go ahead, close that, and we're gonna deselect that and convert these all to items. So actually, I think I already did the copper sword. And I can't do the major swords just because I'm gonna have to do custom animations for those. But for now, I can just do these ones. So let's just select this for now. Oh, and you know what? Actually, I wanna actually real quick set up a thing where it sets the position and stuff for that. So I'm gonna actually. I wonder if I could. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter. I'll do that another time, by my own time for now. But yeah, let's go ahead and set this. So iron sword. I don't really know what kind of rarity these are gonna be, so I think I'll keep it uncommon. So yeah, this is Iron Sword tier 2, or tier 3 actually. Tier 3, and then category, this is gonna be a, let's see, sword. Or weapon actually. Weapon type is a sword. And since I'm doing this right now, I won't have to like reset all these. So I'm just doing it for now. And then for locations, I'm just gonna set forge. Description, this is an iron sword. Awesome. I mean, I'll set these later on. I think for the testing phase, I'm not gonna do any like custom descriptions or anything. I'm just trying to get through all this because everything takes so long. And if I waste time on writing descriptions, that's gonna end up taking way too much time. But yeah, damage, maybe I'll set it to 20 for now. I can always fix up the stuff later on. Recipe, let's see. Iron ingot. Maybe it's gonna take like 10 iron ingots, and then actually no, because this is tiered. So I was gonna do tier swords different because it takes the previous tiered weapon to craft. So let's see. Tier or iron sword T2. And it just takes one of those. So yeah, you're kind of upgrading your weapon. So it's like you start with tier 1, you upgrade it with iron and stuff. And then yeah, so now all we gotta do is set the positioning. Oh, I forgot to set hitboxes actually. Oh, I gotta do hitboxes. I'm gonna do that real quick. So let's go ahead and add a part. And yeah, we're gonna have to, oh man, this is gonna take a while actually. So yeah, we're just gonna do a simple, this is gonna be the hitbox for the sword. And it doesn't have to be super exact. And then duplicate it and then make it for the handle. There we go. All right. And let's go ahead and rename. So hitbox 1, and this is gonna be handle. And then let's just copy this actually, and then I can probably just duplicate it and bring it inside both the other tiers. Let's see. That's about right. Perfect. What's your idea for the map? I might have already showed you, but you saw like the giant map thing. Does your plugin actually speed up the process? Oh yes, yes. But yeah, so for the map, I was planning on doing, so if I come over here, this is like a mock scenario. Like I just built this for like testing, but you can kind of see how it looks. This is kind of the vibe I'm going for. You can see like, there's like a little cave and stuff, and then ores and everything. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm going for ish. The flowers, they need a little bit of work. This is all very early on stuff. But yeah, like simple stuff like this is kind of the map ish. Obviously, it's not gonna be like giant crystals in every single mountain and stuff. But yeah, so for the plugin that I'm working on, or the item plugin, it helps a lot because how I'm storing each of my items, it's, let's see, where do I store them? But yeah, basically each item, yeah, I have to do like a whole lot of stuff. Like I have to go over here, set the streaming mode and everything. But like if I do it through a plugin, it automatically does all this stuff. So like I don't have to like custom weld everything together. I don't have to like set the values. And then but yeah, that's kind of what the plugin does for me. And that way I can easily implement into the actual game. This is like a testing world for like generating stuff. But yeah. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's go ahead and move the handle hitbox over here. Bring it down a little bit. And actually, let's see. And actually, yeah, you'll see the plugin in action later on, because I'm gonna have to use this, and this is where like I can position my sword and everything on the body. But yeah, I'll show you that once I get to there. And if you like, you can also check out the old video that I put out like a while ago. It was about the plugin. But yeah, let's see. That looks about right. Maybe I'll bring the handle down a little bit more as well. There we go. And then let's copy these and then paste them into here. Oh, wrong ones. So So yeah, this sword is gonna have a bit bigger of a hitbox. It's also gonna cost a bit more to make though, because it's the steel weapon. So yeah, there we go. Bring the handle down a little bit. Hitbox, bring it up a little bit. Okay, that looks about right. And then for this one, yeah, it's gonna be just a lot bigger. So handle comes down. And yeah, for this one, I'm gonna have to make a custom animation for sure, because it's gonna take 2 hands to hold and everything. But yeah, just bring the blade down a little bit. And yeah, you can see with the great swords, it's a lot bigger. Much bigger, much bigger. So yeah, now we can go ahead and copy. Actually, I wonder if these already have hitboxes. I set some over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just do it for over here. Copy these. Bring them down a little bit. So handle, let's see, right there. And then blade hitbox. Because it turns into a dagger, it's going to do more damage, but it's going to have a smaller range is kind of what happens with the dagger. So you can see it actually gets smaller, which is kind of funny. But that is all part of the plan. There we go. And then let's see. Bring this over here. And then let me make sure it's centered a little bit. There we go. And then with the hitbox, yeah, just bring it up a little. Alright, that looks good. And actually, I could probably just straight up copy and paste into this one, and then just move it down. There we go, make sure it's... Yeah, perfect. Now that we got that, we can start working on the gold swords. So this one's gonna be a little bit weird because I made the handle curved. And yeah, I think the gold sword for sure is gonna need a revamp later on. But I mean, I just gotta get through it, so for now it's just gonna be like this. Let's see, and then the blade. Oh, let's see, handle, hitbox. There we go. Bring it out a little bit. Copy these, paste them into here. Let's see. Whoops, what did I just do? There we go. Let's see, bring... Actually, I don't want to mess with the hitbox for this one, actually. Maybe I'll bring these. What was it? There we go. Or... Yeah, there we go, okay. And then... Whoa, did I just move that? There we go, paste that in. Oh, not what I meant to do. There we go. And bring them both down a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Looks about right. Let's see, what else do we do here? So yeah, let's go ahead and copy the original. And let's paste it into this. Let's go ahead and bring it down. Welcome to the music. Whoops. There we go. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh yeah, for the rapier type sword, it's gonna do maybe a little bit. Actually, yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit taller, I think. There we go. Look up Xenoblade 3 Great Colette Falls. Let me check this out real quick. Oh, whoops. Xenoblade 3 Great Colette Falls. Oh, shoot. Bro, this is good inspiration. This is actually what I'm kind of going for. Kind of what I'm going for sure. And yeah, I'm not finished with the map either, so I could for sure do something like very much closer to this as well. Okay, this looks really nice. This looks really nice. Yeah, it looks like this, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Yeah, this looks really good. I like. Oh, I don't wanna. Yeah, I don't wanna accidentally do something. But yeah, thank you. I'll have to actually. I'm gonna go ahead and save that as a to-do. Let me go ahead and put that in a little list or something. Perfect. Alright, yeah, I'll get back to that later though. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, lots of the Xenoblade 3 map looks nice. Yeah, I mean, I've never even played the game either, but it looks interesting for sure. For sure, Xenoblade. Wait, Xenoblade, the game with the big red sword, or is it? Maybe I'm thinking about something else. But yeah. And yeah, we can now copy this over for the final one. This is gonna be the biggest. I think this sword has the biggest range at least. Maybe by a little bit. It's gonna be the fastest for sure. Handle, move that down a little bit. Yes, okay. I thought so, because I remember something like in Super Smash. I'm not like a super good Super Smash Bros. Player or anything, but I played it before, and like my friend was trying to teach me how to use him, and he's very unique for sure. Red sword. I think at least. Maybe I'm talking about something else. I might be talking about something else. And yeah, let's go ahead and copy these real quick. Move this down. Halfway done-ish. Halfway done-ish. Bring this out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Copy these and then paste it over here. And we can just bring them down actually. Let's see. Bring the handle up a little bit. But yeah, I'm also thinking, this is like a side tangent for sure, but I was thinking about making a new like a survival game online. And this would be like outside of Roblox, it would be like a Google game. But I think that would be kind of fun. But yeah, oh, what's the lore for the game? Bro, crazy thing, I don't have it yet. So I mean, I've got like plans for like story that I kind of want to go through at least, just like simple like key points. But like if you're talking about like the actual like background of the game, there is no background at the moment. So yeah, right now I'm just developing the game. But yeah, like I'm gonna probably try and throw in like a bunch of cool stuff for sure. I mean, obviously it'd be not that fun if it wasn't that cool. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. But yeah, I do have a bunch of ideas already though. So it's not like I'm kind of going without a storyline. I just haven't like thought it through yet. The stuff, that's fine. The stuff you made makes its own story. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. No, true. It's yeah. I mean, I really can't put it any other way. So you put it in the best way possible. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on though. There we go. How difficult will the game be? So I don't want it to be super easy for sure. Like it's not gonna be a walk in the park, but it's also gonna actually, you know how I'm gonna do it? I've actually thought of it as well. It's gonna be like the lower level, like the low tier enemies hitbox. The low tier enemies are gonna be like dumber. Like they're gonna be simpler to kill. They're just gonna like maybe attack. But I'm thinking like with the higher tier enemies, maybe they'll have like the ability to try and dodge and stuff. The one thing I made sure not to do is with like some games they'll have like a parrying and stuff. I think some of that stuff is kind of hard because like with the parrying, it's basically just giving your AI the ability to just like become invulnerable. So I don't really want to do like any parrying systems in the game. So like on with that aspect, actually for this one, let's see, there we go. But yeah, it's gonna get harder the more you progress, I think, and not as in like higher stats. It's gonna get like the AI is gonna get better. But yeah, the crystals look like it plays an important part of the world. Crystals, yes. Oh, those. So those are gonna be like a. What are they actually? You know, I didn't really think about it. So like one of the things about this game is like I'm kind of just throwing stuff in. So I was thinking like it could be like for like potions and stuff. I'm not fully sure yet. But at the moment it's just like random items exist in the game. And I kind of just like 3D modeled them and then they're inside the game now. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna for sure think of a use case for them. You know what? I don't even think they're inside the design document. Whoops. I should probably add them. But yeah. I'll have to think. Oh, actually, you know what? I could do like enchantments or something. Even the swords look like crystals. Yeah, so like they're made from like ores. So like if you can kind of see the swords. Okay, you can't really see these ones because they're hidden by the hitboxes, but these are the ores. So they're kind of like modeled off of the ores a little bit, just a little bit. So yeah, there's like different ores, and this is steel, this is coal. But yeah, I kind of tried to make sure they kind of fit the vibe. So like you can see with this one, there's like the green glowing stuff. If I come over here, there's like green glowing stuff and stuff. But yeah, okay, there we go. Let's bring it all down a little bit. And then let's see, scale that up a little bit, and then hitbox. Oh, did I make it a little bit? There we go. And let's just copy these over. We're almost done. 5 more weapons. Or 6, 7. Oh my. There's no way I just said that. That was actually unconscious too. But yeah. Let's see. Here we go. Bring that out, and then I'm gonna scale it up a little bit over here. And then handle, yeah, just bring it down a little bit. There we go. Copy that, paste it over here. And yeah, this is gonna be, I think, the biggest sword in the game. I said that for all the swords. I don't know which sword is actually the biggest, but it's gonna be one of the biggest because it's gonna be like super slow to attack with. But yeah. Actually, I don't really. Let's see. Yeah, it's a very big sword for sure though. There we go. And now we gotta do this one. Let's see. Bring everything down a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make this a little bit thinner. Okay, copy that, paste it over here. Yeah, maybe just make the hitbox a little bit bigger over here. Maybe, there we go. Bring it down a little bit as well. We add mobility items, like yes, there will be mobility items. And for the test as well, I want them for sure. So like what I was planning on doing was adding like a double jump potion. Like if you play Terraria, something similar to that. Like I'm really taking like ideas from like wherever I want, so it's gonna be like all over the place. But yeah, I want wings, I want jetpacks. I want. Let's see, what else is there? Double jump stuff, and then there's gonna be like a. I'm not fully sure yet. Actually, that's like the major stuff. Will this have true stun combat? True stun. I'm actually not sure what that is. I'm not like a gamer. I'm not like a fighting game type of guy. But true stun. If you're talking about like knocking people and like having them incapable of like moving around and stuff, then no. I want it to be like you can constantly move around. Like the vibe I'm going for is like if you've played like with the typical Roblox swords where it's very much like, how do I explain it? Like where the sword kind of goes down, it like makes your player go up a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. But like super very like classic combat. It's not gonna be like an in-depth combat system. Like the game isn't gonna be combat focused. It's gonna be more exploration and completing quests and doing random stuff. I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see like I do have a design document, but like still, like everything is malleable at the moment. I could change up my whole plan like at any point. But yeah, let's see. Let's maybe make the handle a little bit bigger for this one. But yeah, I want to make sure to give the player the most control possible. That way, like, cause for me at least, like when I get like slowness potions hit with like on like any game actually, it makes it a little bit. What am I trying to say? It makes it harder to play, and I think it'd be nicer to just be able to move around however you would like. There we go. Blox Fruit has no stun, meaning you can freely hit back. Yes, exactly. So like that's what I'm going for. So you can basically just attack, and you can also get hit at the same time. Oh, whoops! There we go. Deep Woken. Oh, let me real quick set this transparency. Deep Woken is parry, meaning you can't hit back, but you can parry out of a combo. Yeah. So like yeah, I mean I could do something like that, but for me at least it seems pretty complicated, and especially to like implement it into enemies, like because this is gonna be mostly, it's not gonna be super PvP. It's gonna be more PvE where you're fighting monsters and stuff. And so if I add like a parry system for the monsters, it's gonna make them pretty OP. And like, because technically monsters have like zero millisecond attack speed, or like any speed. So like it would be like up to like random chance whether they block an attack or not. And to me, like that just doesn't seem fair. It should just be like straight up skill sort of thing. So yeah, it's gonna be more you dodge the enemies and then you attack them when they're kind of in a position that they can get attacked, type of thing. True stun is where you get hit, you can't attack back until they mess up the combo or run out of hits in their MI stream. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. There's always that as well. I'm just gonna go for more of a casual gamer type of thing, for sure. But yeah, those are like their own like specific systems that I think they work very well for the games that they are. Just for this game, it's gonna be completely, not completely different, but very different for sure. But yeah. Or like Street Fighter or Naruto Storm. I've never played either of those. I played a little bit of Street Fighter actually. Like if you're talking about like the casual, super old version. But Naruto is an OP. Hang on, let me finish this up. There we go. Everything is done. But yeah, no, Naruto is a very good show. I would have I've never played the game though. Actually, I had a coworker that played the game and he said it was his favorite game of all time. So apparently it is a good game for sure. I've just never played it. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead and start setting the positions and everything. And so once I set the position once, it's gonna be basically set for everything, so I can instantly just spam out weapons. So let's go ahead and set the position rotation. Actually, we can let's see. How do I want to do this? Rotation. Set this to maybe 45. Oh, wrong orientation. 45. Oh, 90. Arcade fire games mostly have true stun. Yeah. And I think they work really well just because actually some of them do have like little enemies that you can fight against. So I guess it does depend on like what type of game you're making. There's always the option of doing that for sure. But yeah, let's see. We're just saying the wrong value. And bring it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, tier 3 sword. We set the values. Great. Let's make sure that it built the item. So you can I'm gonna show you kind of what the plugin does. So I just click the create button, and if I come over here, okay, I gotta clear this out actually. So let me go ahead and throw these all into here, because yeah, I can't really show you when there's like a billion different items in here. But yeah, what I just made was the iron sword tier 3, so let me drag that out. And what this basically did is it made this whole folder, and it generated the script over here, and all this. So I didn't have to do any of this stuff, so I didn't have to like make the values and everything, and these are used for the actual game. But yeah, there we go. And that's kind of just what the plugin does. And then yeah, let's see, stackable. Actually, let me go ahead and go into my. I'm gonna go into my lookup table because I need to make sure I get the rarities right. Or lookup chart. Wrong page. Hang on. Or chart lookup. Oh, wrong page. Oh man. Dogs. What am I going? Environment? No. Where's this thing at? What? Hang on. What the? Did it get deleted? No. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to do it randomly. Let's see. So it doesn't matter what item might be, it's like a template builder. Yes, it's a template builder. So like all these, it's just to set up the data for the weapon basically. Why is it rotated like that? Might have done some. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sometimes it lags a little bit. Yeah, so for the tier 2, I'll set it to like 17 damage. It's gonna take a tier 1. And it's gonna take one of these. So now that we've done that, we can just... Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this weird thing where it's... Yeah. But yeah. Iron sword tier 1. And this one's just gonna take wood actually. Oak. wood. It's gonna just take like 4, and that's just like for the handle. And maybe it's gonna be like 15 damage. I'm gonna change all the values anyways later on, but it's just to like get the items in the game. So yeah, you can see like just within all that time, I made all these. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 swords, and so yeah, I can just keep going with it. There we go. Yeah, you can't really tell what it is from this picture, but it's gonna be steel sword, tier 1. I want to build tools for people who don't know how to program to speed up development. Yeah, bro. Honestly, I could probably show you. But it's in a different project. So if you want, you could for sure check out the video that I made. I have 2 videos because I have made 2 plugins. There's the weapon generator one where it's like it has this little thing and everything. But yeah. Let's see. Your plugin is cool. Thank you, bro. Can you learn magic in the game? Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, at the moment, no. And it's gonna be a future system. So like for the playtest, it's not gonna be a thing. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah. So for the playtest, it's not gonna be a thing, but it's gonna be for sure in the future. It's gonna be a system because I already have like a mana system and everything. Did I already make the sword? Sorry guys, hang on. What happened to all my items? Wait, why is it only tier 1? Tier 3? Did I drag them out somewhere? Oh man. Hang on you guys, I might have messed something up. Let me check. Iron sword. Did I delete them on accident? Hang on, let me undo real quick. I might have done something weird. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but my thing just glitched out. Oh yeah, Naruto Storm is like Smash Bros with all the characters. Oh, I've seen like a couple videos. I've seen the cutscenes. The cutscenes look insane. Like sometimes I watch the Ninja Storm cutscenes and it's like even better than the animation, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, maybe I will get it someday. I wanna try it for sure. Well, I'm so far behind. Bro, you're good. How long have you been programming for? I'm not actually sure. It's been a while though for sure. Let's see. If you're talking Roblox, maybe about like 3 years. But other stuff, like it really depends, cause like it's really on and off as well. But it's for sure like around like 5 years-ish. Cause right now I'm 20 years old. I'm a Unk status right now. Okay, yeah, but I don't know what happened to the tier 2s and 3s and stuff, but what the? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and collapse everything real quick, cause this is kinda too much. Let's see. How do I collapse everything? Hierarchy collapse all. Okay. And let's make sure. Yeah, so Iron Sword tier 3. I don't know what happened to the tier 2s and everything, but it kind of just glitched out. That's unfortunate for sure. Dang. So yeah, we're gonna have to make the tier 1 and 2 again. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure everything's correct. Create. I think I had for the tier 2, it was like a Iron Sword tier 2. It was like Iron Sword tier 1. But yeah, if you're trying to make a game like this, like I've never made a game like this, so I can't really say for sure, but I would say it's doable. Like I'm getting through it for sure. So like if you ever like plan on making a big game, I think it's worth it to like start working on it for sure. And I already made the tier 3 sword, so I can just work on tier 1 on the steel sword, yeah. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, actually, if you're talking about like game development, like I started during COVID, if you remember that. That was a bit ago. But that's like when I really got into it and I started grinding away. And I started on Game Maker Studio. Steel ingots. Are you pursuing a type of career? Yes, yes. So I want to be a software engineer. I mean, that's like my backup if this doesn't work out. Like, I want to be a game developer #1. But if that doesn't work, then I want to be a musician. And if you couldn't tell, the music in the background is the stuff that I've been working on. I actually dropped a new album, the one that you're listening to right now. But if that doesn't work out either, then it's software engineer. And if that doesn't work, I'm putting the fries in the bag and I'm just gonna become a McDonald's man. No, I'm kidding. Like something like that. But yeah, still not sure fully like what I want to do. But those are the big plans. Tier 20 damage on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and create. Oh, did I set the... Oh, this is supposed to be 5. Let me go ahead and delete this steel sword because I don't know if that's gonna be correct. Oh, whoops. Let me delete that. Yeah, let's rebuild that because I had like a A inside there. W music, it's like Terraria. Bro, thank you. And then yeah, I'd like to make something on Roblox. Yeah, because like the thing is with Roblox, like it's I've worked with a couple of different languages and like for me Lua is really nice. I really like it. It's super simple and it gets the point across and everything. So it's for sure a good way to start. And it has all the stuff that other languages have as well. So it's not like a beginner language or anything. Well, actually it is technically, but all languages have the same capabilities, I would say. But yeah, yeah, let's see. Steel sword tier 2. Did I already make the steel sword? I forget. Steel sword tier 1. I'm just gonna take one of those. And set the damage to 24. Create. And then tier 5, set the damage to maybe like 28. And then it's gonna take a steel sword. Tier 2, one of those. And it's gonna become steel sword tier 3. My bucket list is to make a game on Roblox I can be proud of. Then move on to Godot and try my luck with that. Bro, yeah, that's a very good plan, very good plan. And actually, if you've ever worked with a Python, Godot is very similar to that because they use something called GD script. And actually, yeah, I was gonna make a video about like a previous project I worked on. But yeah, I could just kind of like, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't make tutorials actually, but maybe it'd be fun to do something like that. But yeah, I've worked a little bit with Godot and it's pretty good for sure. It's very useful. Does hard or complex coding equal good gaming? No, actually the complete opposite. You want to make everything as simple as possible because the more complex you make a code, the harder it gets. And actually, let me double check. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you never want to make code too complex at all. So like, one of the things I do is I make sure not to make complex code because if you do that, you're gonna have to go back to your code, and if you made it too complex, you're the only one that's gonna suffer from that because you're gonna have to reread it, and if you made it complex, it's gonna be like, okay, there's this, there's that. What does it even do though? So like that was a problem with me for sure early on. Like I would just like throw stuff together and then hopefully it works, and then if it did, then it'd be pretty bad. But yeah, let's go to oak. Actually, let's go to pinewood. Or no, what was it? Did I do spruce or pine? I forgot what type of wood I called it. I think it was pinewood. No, it was spruce. Or no, it was pine, yeah. Hopefully. If it's not, then I'll just fix it. But yeah, let's see. Silver sword. Did I already make silver sword? I keep forgetting. No, I didn't. Okay, silver sword tier 1. Oh no, this is silver ingot. Silver ingot. And then it's gonna do 25 damage. And then this is a silver sword. Create. Create ideas, make a good game. Yes, yes. Make a god game too, bro. That's not even wrong. That's not even wrong. But yeah, going back with the hard complex stuff, you wanna, yeah, just make sure it's readable. Sometimes you will have to make a code complex for it to work. But the simpler you can make it, the better it can become. And then this is gonna become 30 damage maybe. Silver Sword Tier 2 does 30 damage. Create. Now we'll go to this. And then once I'm done with all this, I'm gonna have to play test it real quick. Silver Sword Tier 2. It actually takes Tier 2. One of those becomes Silver Sword Tier 3. And we're gonna set damage to 35. This is gonna be a bit stronger, for sure. The gold sword is gonna do 32 damage, and then it's gonna take a 10 gold ingots. Do you use module loaders? Yeah. Or module loaders. If you're talking about module scripts, I use those all the time. But module loader. No, I don't actually. I just use I import modules and then I use the functions. Like if I were to import like a item functions module script, and then I'll just use that as like a class I can call functions from. But yeah, that's kind of how I do it. I've never actually used module loaders, so I don't know how it works exactly, but I would assume it's kind of similar. Let's see. Gold sword. Gold ingots. That should be gold ingot. Oops. And then it's gonna take 5 pine wood. Create. And now we go to the next one. It's gonna take a gold sword tier 1. One of those. It's gonna do 7 damage? 38. Let's do 38. Create. Oh, I forgot to change the description, but either way, I'm gonna change it anyway, so for now this works. It's gonna take 1 gold sword tier 2. And then it's gonna do 40. Let's do 45 damage. Yeah, it's gonna go up a little bit. Create. There we go. And now we're on platinum. And you know what? I think silver should have been uncommon. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'll probably have to change rarities as well later on. But yeah. Platinum. Did I call it sword? Oh, I'm gonna have to remake the dagger because that's supposed to be a dagger, not a sword. Whoops. But yeah, for now, let's just keep going. And this is pine wood. It's gonna take 5 pine wood. Platinum sword tier 1. It's gonna do 42 damage. I guess we can change this too. Platinum sword, awesome. Create. And now we... Oh, okay, I gotta fix that. I accidentally made platinum. That should have been platinum ingot. Whoops. See, I'm gonna have to go ahead and delete those swords that I just generated because they're gonna glitch out because they are using the wrong recipe. Let me make sure everything's right. Yeah, okay, create. We go to the next one. Platinum sword tier 2. It's gonna take ingots and a platinum sword tier 1. And then it's gonna do 48 damage. Platinum sword tier 3. Platinum sword tier 2. And it's gonna do 55 damage. 55 damage, let's see. Create. Alright, this is where it's gonna get interesting. Or maybe not that interesting. I'm still gonna have to do the same exact stuff. Me. Mithril sword tier 1. Man. Birchwood. And this is gonna be actually, do I want this to be birchwood? Let me check. No, maybe I'll keep this on pinewood actually. Pinewood. And it's gonna be mithril ingot. Sword tier 1. This is a mithril sword. Create. Oh, actually, we can keep it. It's whatever. Yeah, the recipe was kind of messed up. Little sword tier 1. Yeah, and honestly, when I load it up, it's gonna probably error a bunch just because there might be some values that I wasn't looking at. Sword tier 2. But yeah, I'll test it for sure, make sure everything's working. Looks good. Great. This one is gonna turn to epic. So then we got Mithril sword tier 2, and this is Mithril sword tier 3. And now we go ahead and set the value of damage to 770. Yeah, it's gonna start going up faster. Create. Oh shit, this is a great sword. I'm gonna delete that. And let's set it to Mithril great sword. Actually, I wonder if maybe I'll just do Mithril great sword tier 3. Yeah, I'll do tier 3 for sure. Damage, and actually, because it's a great sword, it takes 2 hands, it's gonna do more damage. So it's gonna do like 70 times 2, which is like 140. It's gonna do like 180. 180 damage, yeah. It's gonna do a ton of damage. It's gonna be pretty good. Great, nice. So yeah, this was originally gonna do 70 damage. So now this is gonna do like 70 damage, yeah. And this is gonna be, what is it? Astrolite sword tier 1. Let's see. Ingot and Astrolite sword. Or no, it's gonna just take. Let me see if there's enough space. Okay, I think this is gonna be where. No, it's gonna still use pinewood here. Pinewood. 5 pinewood. Let's see. Nice. Create. Oh shoot, I did something on accident. Let me make sure. Okay, didn't make it. Nice. There we go, create. Let's go ahead and Astrolite sword. Sword tier 2. I'm just gonna take Astrolite sword tier 1. One of those. It's gonna do 80 damage this time. Create. Astrolite sword tier 3. Astrolite sword tier 2. It's gonna do 90 damage, I guess. Why not? Let's see, is everything looking good? Yeah, great. Alright, we're on Orichalcum. Orichalcum sword tier 1. Ingot, and then pinewood. And then after this, it's gonna switch to whatever it's called, birchwood. Okay, pinewood 5, and this is gonna do actually 85 damage. Create. Orichalcum sword tier 2. Orichalcum sword tier 1. And this is gonna do 100 damage. Cool. Shoot. Here we go. 100 damage, let's see. Making sure everything's right. Yes, perfect. Create. Sword Orichalcum, sword tier 3. Orichalcum. Here 2, 1. And it's gonna do 120 damage. Or that's actually a lot, maybe 110. Yeah. Okay. Runa Adamantite sword tier 1. Adamantite ingot. Adamantite. Or no, this is gonna be pinewood. Or no, birchwood. Birchwood 5. And this is gonna do 105 damage. Create. One tier 1. So tier 1. We're gonna do 120 damage. Oh, this should be legendary too. Whoops. I'll have to fix the rarity for that. Okay, and now we're on the big sword. Okay, let's see. Add a great sword tier 3. Looks good. Okay, great. Alright, now we're on whatever this is called. Dragon Knight. Birchwood 5. It's gonna do. I'm gonna have to update the damage for that weapon earlier. Whoops. Dragon Knight sword tier 1. Create. There we go. 140 damage. Looks good. Nice. And these will probably update, yeah. Okay. Dragon Knight sword tier 2. Dragon Knight sword tier 3. Or katana, whoops. And it's gonna do, since this is a double-handed sword again, like 300 damage, I don't know. Nice, great. Now we're on binary sword. I wonder if this looks good. It's probably gonna look better in game just because the coloring is a bit different. So yeah. Oh, you know what? It's gonna actually, the recipe is gonna be different. So it's gonna be, for now the recipe is just gonna be straight up just like Dragon Knight katana tier 3. For binary sword tier 1. It's gonna do 150 damage. 140 damage. Yeah, for now it's just gonna be super easy to craft, but yeah. It's gonna take a binary sword. Tier 2, tier 1. 160 damage. Binary. Create. Final tier. Tier 3. 185 damage. Great. Nice. Okay, I think I finished it. So yeah, these are all the weapons right now. And let me go ahead and... No, I remember there's one thing I need to do. Let's see, where was it? There was the platinum. Was it platinum? No, it wasn't platinum. It was silver. Yeah, this is the dagger. So I'm gonna rename this to dagger. Is this your first game? Actually, no. Well, if you're talking about on Roblox, yeah, it's my first game. But if you're talking about like games I've developed, it's not. So I made. If you ever heard like a game jam, I did one of those a long time ago. That was like my first game. And basically what I did was like I made like a little farming game. But yeah, on Roblox this is my first game for sure though, yeah. Yes sir, yes sir. Yes sir, yes sir. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we gotta test it. So what I gotta do is just pull it out in... Oops, I opened the wrong thing. I'm gonna skip this on. Oof. And actually, there is a website. So I made a different game earlier than this. It's if you go to C4, I could probably show this online too. Let's see, C4ZombieSlayer.dev, and I made a video about this earlier. So if you guys want to check it out, if you go to C4ZombieSlayer.dev, you don't have to make an account. Don't make an account. Press play. You can just come over here, and it'll load up the little game. And if you guys want, you can join me, because this is like a multiplayer game, so you guys can hang out over here if you want. Would you consider yourself a alpha programmer? No. Bro, listen, there's very much people who are way more advanced than me for sure. Like, I'm nowhere near the highest. Like, yeah, let's just put it that way. Like, I know some people who are like insane at programming for sure. But yeah, that's cool. Thank you. Yeah, no. So this is like one of my earlier games. But yeah, I have a different one on Godot, which I was talking about earlier. And then the other one, which is, I could show you, let me look it up somewhere else real quick. This one. So I made this one as well. This was made using GameMaker, but you can check this one out too. It takes a Windows computer to run, but it's just like a simple little game. Oh yeah. But yeah, that's kind of about it though. Oh yeah, is that you? I think that's you. How's it going? Yeah, there's a little circle at the bottom that you can use for the emoji. True that. You have Git? Yes, I do have Git. So yeah, GitHub and Git, like those are for sure useful to know how to use and everything. True that. I hope this game explodes. Bro, thank you. I hope it does too. I really hope it does. Like, if it doesn't, that's alright. If it doesn't, that's alright, because that's life. But if it does, that'd be awesome for sure. That'd be great. And then yeah, there's a little shop up here which you can purchase some more emojis. But you need an account for that, and you really don't have to make an account or anything. But yeah, there we go. The delay is crazy. Yeah, bro. I mean, because number one, the game delay isn't probably super bad, but actually it does depend on where you live. Actually, the servers are hosted in, I think it's like around Germany though. I'm from America, so I'm getting like 200 ping on my own game, which is kind of funny, but it's not super noticeable. But oh yeah, what was I doing? I was importing the weapons. But if you're talking about the YouTube delay, yeah, it's pretty bad. But honestly, it's really like, it's like not super bad when you consider what they're providing. Let's see. So yeah, let's go ahead and copy these. Control C. Come over to the game project. Go to replicated assets, items. I'm gonna make a new folder for this. So folder, exclamation mark, testing items, swords. And now I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna delete the previous silver dagger and everything. And these will not have any functionality, it's just for testing to make sure the items exist and the recipes are correct. So now that I've got all those, oh, it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna start typing a little bit. Know the stream? Yeah, bro, the YouTube stream, bro, that's the life. That's the life. Yeah, if you're wondering why it takes so long to respond, sometimes I'm usually reading the comments like is the moment they come out, but it's just like a 10-second delay for YouTube. But yeah, sword tier 1. Yeah, this is gonna take a long time. I'll have to type out. And sword, or this is katana. I'm just gonna make sure everything is correct and the recipes are correct. Iron sword tier 1. Actually, let me go ahead and copy this. Control C, Control V, Control V. That we can just do tier 2, tier 3. And then what is it? Next one it would be, what was it? I forget what it was. Let me double check. Iron, then steel. Okay, steel sword. Boom, Control C, paste, 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 and this is a great sword. Tier 3, tier 2. Leaving this stream now to do some stuff. I love seeing the game being updated. Don't lose, bro. Thank you. Yeah, no, bro. Don't worry about me. Good rest of your day, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working on it for sure. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'd like to build a small community around the game I make. Yeah, bro. That's what's up. Yeah. Let me know if you ever do, cause I'll join it for sure. You know, if you make like a Discord or something, I would join it for sure. But yeah. Okay. Silver. There we go. Silver. Silver sword tier 1. Silver dagger tier 3. Sword tier 2. Okay, next is gold. Gold sword tier 1. Boom, boom, boom. Tier 2, tier 3. Platinum. Platinum, yeah. Definitely not as good as you, but I still try to see how far. Yes, that's what matters. It's not about like comparison, right? It's just what you've gotten done. Like if I was comparing myself to other people, then like I'd be kind of cooked because there's people very much more advanced in like game development than me. But yeah, it's not about the comparison. It's about just making the game, and if it's good, then it's good. If it's not, then you can always update it. Okay, I think I spelled platinum. Yeah, I spelled platinum wrong. Whoops. Platinum sword. Platinum. Why is it so hard to dagger? No, not dagger. Rapier. There we go. And tier 2 actually. There we go. What's next? Next tier is Mithril. Let's go ahead and copy this real quick. Great sword. Looks good to me. Astrolite. Tier 2, tier 3. Looks good to me. What videos / tutorials did you watch in the beginning? Oh, you know, that's kind of hard because let's see. There's a couple videos that you need to watch for sure, and those would be probably like specific tutorials, like oh, if you're talking about basic tutorials, let's see. I don't actually know. If you've ever heard of the Dev King, He does some good stuff though for sure. But his pathfinding stuff, that was very useful to watch. And once you figure that out, like, you should have a lot of stuff done. But you really have to, instead of like watching tutorials just to watch them, you gotta watch tutorials for things you need to do. So like, if you're making like a game with like characters that walk around, maybe you'll like watch a tutorial on how to make a part move to get the players to move and stuff. Let's see. Use VS No, not Roblox. Oh, okay. If you're talking about outside of Roblox, really all you gotta do is watch tutorials on your language and just like figure out. Oh, yeah. Okay. I watched Game Maker 2 tutorials. I don't even know. That was a long time ago, so I don't even remember which videos I watched, but you can start on anything actually. So I wonder what did I start on? I actually don't know. I mean I did start on Game Maker, but I don't know what tutorials I watched. Yeah, it was a long time ago. But if you want, you can watch like a guide on like how to make super simple platformer. I know for sure I watched a couple of those early on. But yeah, something like that should help. Because if you figure out how to make a platformer, then basically you're set on how to like make your own custom like super simple physics. And like kind of how to like make a player move and stuff. I want to do dev for a company. I don't know what company, but I need to make sure I can get a nice job. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, game dev is super hard like to join a company. Like it's hard for sure. Yeah, I guess you would need like you need to start with like, I don't even know. Game dev is different though for sure because you have to go more into mathematics sort of things, and like that stuff is not for me, which is why like I don't know if I would ever be able to get into like the game dev side of things, but maybe for like a smaller company for sure. But my passion is game dev though, but it doesn't pay out. Yeah, that is true too for sure. It is hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a official game dev, so I can't even say for sure. I don't know kind of how it is. But yeah, I know for a fact that some people say it's pretty hard to like work as a game dev. But yeah, good luck though for sure. Like, nothing is out of the realm of possibility for sure. But yeah, let's see, what am I working on? Dragon Knight Sword. Yeah, I would just say start with like a super simple kind of like project, get it going, and those are like the ways that you kind of progress. Dragon Knight Sword or Katana. Tier 3. And then let's see, Final Sword, Binary Sword Tier 1. Boom, 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 boom. 2, 3. Okay, that should be it. Let me test it. But yeah, I would love to be a game developer too, like full time, but it's hard for sure. For now, it's just a hobby because to get into the workforce, you gotta have like a stacked experience, which I'm working on it for sure. I'm sure I could use this game project if I ever like publish it, which I will for sure. But once I do get to that sort of thing, oh shoot. Okay, I gotta rename something. Something's messed up. Let's see. Let's go back and make sure everything's correct. And for now, let's comment all this out actually, just to make sure it's not one of the stuff I've already added. Okay, yeah, so it's a system thing. Okay, it's probably one of the items inside the game. Let me make sure everything is correct. Let's see. Yeah, this is what happens when you import like a billion items at the same time. I probably, maybe not the best idea, but great sword. Let me make sure everything's named correctly. So, oh, that is a problem. I have 2 tier 1 Astrolite swords, which there should only be 1. I don't know why there's a duplicate. Binary sword, Dragon Knight Katana, tier 3, tier 2. Gold sword. Are these all called tier 1? Okay, that is a problem for sure. I don't know which one's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, but for now I'll just go with that. Iron sword, iron sword. Where's the iron sword tier 1? Did I copy everything over? Oh man. Let me search for iron sword. Yeah, okay, I forgot to import tier 1. That is a problem. Let's go over here, iron sword. I meant like a developer for apps or backend developer for websites. Making games would be what I do for fun if I get lucky. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the plan for me too. That's like the same exact plan almost. Maybe, actually, yeah, like that's about, yeah. Like that is what I'm hoping to do as well. That would be nice. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to generate iron sword tier 1 again. Let's see. Iron ingots 10. I'm just gonna take a oak wood 5 damage. I don't even remember. It's gonna be like 20, something like that, and it's gonna be it. Iron. Great. Copy this over, and just paste it into here. Yeah, so that's gonna mess it up for sure. What else is there? So yeah, we got the iron swords. Mithril sword, sword, great sword. Let me make sure everything is correct. Orchelm tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Platinum tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 3, tier 2, tier 2, 1, 2, 3. And actually for the gold swords, I know for a fact this is gonna glitch out too. So I need to rename this to tier 2. And rename these to tier 2 as well. And I think that should fix that. Tier 3. And enter this, change this to tier 3. Okay, hopefully this works. Save everything. Okay, run, come on. Come on. Hopefully this works. Come on. Please. Please. Ah, no. It glitched out again. Let me just see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, bruh. Yeah. Yikes. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some more debugging. Oh my. No, this is not what the plan was. Let me just try deleting like half of the weapons and see if that fixes something. Or actually, you know what? Let's try this actually. Let's delete all this. And then let's try running it. Or I Control-C'd it, so I can always paste it back. And if this doesn't glitch out, then it's one of the weapons. Oh shoot. Okay, it's not. What could it be then? Maybe it's an item that's inside my inventory. So let me go ahead and paste those back. Let me go back over here. Test 32. It might be something like with the silver dagger, something like that. Cause I did have like a silver sword tier 3 that I had named. Oh, it was that. Yeah, of course it was. Bruh. Okay, let's see if the tiers worked. Oh, I gotta uncomment everything. That's right. Come on. See, as my previous inventory had an item that didn't exist anymore because I renamed it. That's kind of what happened there. Comment out everything. Come on. Let's hope this works. Everything should be inside the forge when I open it up. Let's see. Oh shoot, no. No. It got up to steel swords though. So it glitched out on steel sword tier 3. It glitched out on tier 3 steel. Let's see what was the problem. But it seems to be working-ish though. So you can see it's already importing some of the stuff. Steel greatsword. Where even is steel sword? Steel. Oh, it's because it's not greatsword. Whoops. Greatsword. There we go. Great sword. There we go. There we go. Open this up. Great sword. Okay, that should fix it. Let's see if it works now. Come on. Oh, it glitched out on platinum rapier. I might have made it called like platinum sword or something. Let me see. Let's see. So let's look up platinum. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's supposed to be right here. There we go. How do I keep misspelling that? There we go. I'm gonna just open this one up, and then we're gonna edit it. This. Perfect. Now let's test it. Come on. No glitches, please. Oh, okay, where did it error this time? Adamantite greatsword. Adamantite greatsword. Did I forget to call it an adamantite greatsword? Adamantite greatsword. Did I call it greatsword in here? Oh, great word, great sword. There you go. Of course. Let's see if it worked now. Yes, it worked. Yes. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Yes. The grinding has paid. Oh my gosh, what is this, bruh? What is this, bruh? It doesn't even show on the whole screen. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yes, though. Would you look at this? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's go ahead and craft some items. Super simple items. Da-da-da-ding. Actually, yeah, no, let's go through the stats actually. I just want to make sure all the stats are correct. So 5, 8, 11 damage, takes copper, oakwood, looks right to me. We're gonna have to fix the rarities though for sure. I like how this looks as well, that's nice. Mithril Greatsword tier 3. Oh, something glitched out. Let's see what happened here. Model primary or preview script. So this is gonna be like with this thing. It didn't really actually glitch out. It's probably it's probably not that, but I will copy it though. I will copy this error. I'm gonna throw it into my bugs and fix it when I get to it later on. Okay, I added it to bugs, so I'll fix that later if it ever pops up again. Okay, let me just keep going through the items to make sure everything looks right. Oh, it's with this, tier 1. Okay, wait. Oh, you know what? I must have not clicked on the sword because it's missing the model. Okay, let me make sure. So, Astrolite Sword tier 2. Let me double check to make sure. Astrolite Sword tier 2, where's that thing? Oh yeah, there's no... Actually, wait, let me double check. Oh no, there's stuff in here. Huh. Maybe it was tier 1? Oh, it's tier 1. Yeah, okay, there's no model in here. So, to fix that, I can actually just do this. So, copy this, Control C, and then paste it into here. And then set the values, let's see. So, can collide, anchored false. I wonder if that'll fix it. Come on. And yeah, after this, I'm gonna probably do animations for the new weapons. And after that, I'm gonna turn them into weapons. Oh crap, oh, I forgot to add a handle? Or wait. Oh, it's because it doesn't have a primary part, whoops. Da, 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 da. Primary part is gonna be the handle. Let's try it now. Astrolite Sword. Yes! Tier 1. Tier 2. Tier 3. Tier 1, Tier 2, 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 Tier 3. Nice! Everything's looking good. Do you set a time where you focus on this, or is it whenever you, whenever I feel like on it? Yeah, that is exactly how it is. I need to be better about it, because I need to put more hours in it for sure. But yeah, at the moment, it's just whenever I feel like it, because, yeah, I mean, I can't really like force myself to work on something. I just work on whatever I feel like at the moment. But yeah, I should put in more hours though, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. So like, if you like at least recently on my channel, like I've been throwing up a bunch more videos. Like I got one in the backlog as well, which I'll probably upload soon. But yeah, actually, let me go ahead and... So now that I got all this stuff configured, I know everything's working. Maybe actually before I do any of the item stuff, I'm gonna real quick start to formulate everything. Actually, let's see. No, let's just do animations. We've got everything to work. I'm gonna work on animations now. So, animation, let's see. I'm gonna come over here. Okay, this is gonna be the hard part. I am not that good at animation. Oof. Where's the animation tool? It's somewhere in here. Maybe I better add it. Animation. Here we go. Okay, you can watch my mining. No, that is my fishing animation actually. No, instead of that, I'm gonna give him a sword so it's better to... Actually no, because I already have the sword animation. I just need a great sword. So I'm gonna copy over great sword, Control C. I'm gonna paste it over here. Give it to this dude. And okay, it comes with the motor 6. Okay. Da, 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 da. Looks about right. And then we gotta weld it. So let's go ahead and select all these. And then we're gonna motor 60 these together. Did that work? There we go. And I actually probably want these inside the handle, so I'll do it like this. There we go. And then I want to weld the handle to the arm. Just like this. There we go. Oh, wrong one. So I want to select this and then this. There we go. And now I got a... Now when I animate it, hopefully it connects to the hand. Yes-ish? No, it didn't work. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let me make sure everything is unwelded and everything. I wonder if that'd make a difference. No, I wonder what's going on here. Wait, what happened to all the... Wait, that's so interesting. Okay, so it's moving the handle, but it's not moving everything else because it's... What happened to all the welds? That's so interesting. Yeah, maybe I need to do a glue. I think it's glue. Let's see how that works. Oh shoot! Okay. Unanchor everything. There we go, there we go. Alright, perfect. So now we can start animating the great sword. So actually, I wonder if I could... I'm gonna have to full screen this. That was not full screen. There we go. I could probably import some of my previous ones. Where's longsword? I'll just import longsword idle. Right, there we go. Animation was not imported, you do not have ownership. What do you mean? I was the one who made the animation. You do not have ownership of your own animation. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of configuring stuff. That's odd. Who owns it then? Wait, what? Let me try that again. Okay, let me copy this ID real quick. Import. Animation was not imported. Huh? Is Roblox down right now? Wait. Is Roblox down? I think Roblox might be down. Oh, it's down right now. Holy cow. Yeah, wait. Look at this. Roblox.com. 502 bad gateway. Maybe it's me, I don't know. Failed to respond. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, they're down right now. Oh my gosh. No wonder it wasn't working. So yeah, I guess I can't really import any animations because Roblox is down. That's kind of funny. So no wonder. I was wondering why my animation wasn't owned by me. But yeah, I guess we'll have to I don't want to do it like this, but I'm gonna have to do it like this. So great sword idle, right? This is gonna be interesting. So I'm just gonna have to like adjust it manually without like a base plate that I already had, which that's all right though. I just wanna make it like a little bit centered because I don't want it to be super out. And bring this arm around a little bit. Rotate it kind of like this. How does that look? It looks alright, but I do want this to be a little bit more visible, so I'm gonna move it a little bit. And maybe I'll just move both arms. And rotate this one back a little bit. And bring it back a little bit as well. How does that look? I mean, yeah, this works. We'll just do it like this. Okay, perfect. And yeah, so for the idle, it's gonna be maybe like 1 second long. We'll see. And so yeah, basically everything just goes down a little bit. So bring this. Whoa, how did I just do that? Control tab. I didn't even know you could do that. That's so interesting. Whoops. Whoa. Whoa, 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 what did I just do? Okay, there we go. So yeah, right here, maybe bring it down a little bit, bring it down a little. How does that look? And then we copy this, put it at the end, and then we set it to looping. Yeah, it needs a bit of adjustment for sure, but for now it works. Let's see. Yeah, it looks a bit odd. I think. No, it just looks really weird. Let's see. How do I set the Roblox how to set positioning to global? I forget how you do it. Control L. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. That way I can just bring it down a little bit. And then, to fix it a little bit, I'm gonna easing style cubic. How about this one? Maybe I'll set this one to cubic as well. And this one, why not? No, we don't need cubic on that one. I might have messed something up. Whoops. Yeah, let's just do linear for everything and then... Maybe I just need to make it longer. So let me set the max animation length to like 2. And put this at 1. There we go. It's a bit slower now. You can't really tell. Looks alright, yeah, I'll just run with that. What's it called? Great sword tier 2 or great sword idle right. Enter. Is Roblox up yet? Oh, they're still down. I can't really save my game then. That's not good. Okay, but it is saving though. So maybe they're not down. Maybe I can still publish. We'll see. Description. I just got Moon Animator, but it's confusing. I'm used to default. Yeah. I've never really used Moon Animator, but I know for a fact it's pretty good. It's probably worth it, but at the same time, they made it cost like, I think it was like $30 or something. So I'm probably not gonna be. Oh shoot. OBS disconnected. Reconnection successful. Something just happened to my internet. Whoops. I don't know if am I still streaming? Let me double check. Test. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but something weird happened. Okay, let me go ahead and copy this ID real quick. And I'm gonna save it to let's just save it. I can probably show you guys too. There we go. I'm gonna real quick keep this here and then great sword idle right. What in the world? Control D. There we go. Whoa. Why is my scrolling so weird now? I messed something up. My what? Okay, things are glitching out right now, but alright. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start pasting over animations over there. Okay, so we got idle right. Now we gotta do attack 1, attack 2, attack 3. How many attacks do I want actually? Yeah, I'll just do 3 attacks for now. So first attack, I'm just gonna copy this frame and then make a new one, or actually save as. I'm just gonna save this to the rig as well, just so I can use it later on. And I'm gonna actually add a new folder so I know which ones I'm working on. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna make a new. We'll call it Great Sword Attack Tier Attack 1 right. Okay, and then we can paste in the frame so that we start from the idle and then we do the attack. So it's gonna maybe be, because it's a great sword, I want the attack to be slower. So let's see. The first attack, maybe it'll just like swing down, and then so it'll be like swing down, and then to the right, and then to the left. Or no, maybe to the right, to the left, and then down, like the combo finisher. So yeah, let's go ahead and delete that frame, and then yeah. So we're gonna kind of like bring it back a little bit. See how that looks. Yeah, and then that's just like the charge up. So then for over here, how does that look? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so he's gonna bring it back a little bit, and I can slow down everything as well later on. And then for this part, it's gonna be, it's like the wind up part, so he's gonna there we go, that looks pretty nice. And then he swings, so it's gonna be like yeah, his arm comes over here. So yeah. Boom, and then this is the part where he swings. So he brings his arm over and boom, 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 boom. maybe I want to rotate it a little bit more as well, so it's kind of flatter. There we go. Nice. Okay, and then for his swing, it's gonna just finish off right over here. There we go, and it's gonna be like kind of tilted down, you know how it is. Yes, sir. And yeah, I've been working on my animation stuff for a while, so hopefully this will work out. I like the Roblox animator actually a lot because it's super simple, and it's also like built into Roblox, which is one of the best parts. So you literally just open it up. There we go. Okay, and then we just gotta rotate it down a little bit more. Move it over here a little bit more. There we go. And then move it over here as well. Oh, I forgot to put it on a new frame. Whoops. See, there we go. There we go, and then bring this back a little bit. Nice. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think maybe for the end, maybe his arm will go back a little bit more actually. And over here, his arm is going to be even further back as well. And actually, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. It's gonna curve up as well. So we're gonna tilt it up a little bit. See how that looks. Looks alright, okay. Yeah, I think that's good for the right sword ability. Yeah, that's way too slow. Holy cow. So maybe I'll just make the wind up a bit slower. That's too slow. I'm gonna bring these a little bit over here. Yeah, I gotta... Oh man. Why does this keep happening? Okay. Yeah, that's way too slow. Okay. I think if I move this over here though. Oh, no, I gotta move this over here. No, I gotta put it right here. Maybe I liked it originally. Let's try this. That's way too slow though. Maybe the charge up could be a little bit faster. Actually, maybe if I bring these over here and bring this all over here. There we go, that's kind of what I was going for. So now we can bring all this, whoops, over here. Bring this over here. Bring this over here. See how it looks. Alright, that's good. That is good enough. So now that we got that, it's 0.8 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and publish it. Yeah. Save. Let's go ahead and copy the ID as well. And then we'll save it as Great Sword, attack right, attack 1 right. Okay, save that, and then close, and then let's actually go ahead and save it as local as well. Nice. Now we can work on animation 2, so we're gonna start from this frame. So file, new, and let's just paste in the new one. Great Sword, attack 2 right. So it starts from here, and he swings back this way, basically. So let's go ahead and just set it up. So he's gonna move his sword back over here. Keep his other arm on the handle as well, of course. Oh, this is interesting because yeah, it's already here. So he's gonna like flip it over and then swing. Maybe he moves this arm over here. And then it's gonna be super interesting. This looks so weird. Yeah, you would never know what this was if it was just like a still frame. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make this super fast though, so I'm gonna bring this over here. And then he swings it. So he rotates and then brings it up a little bit. And then other arm is just gonna be around, I don't know. This looks so strange. I might have to restart this. I'm not sure yet. This looks so strange. And then, yeah, I guess he just attacks. And actually, the other arm probably can't even reach from over here, so maybe I'll just like leave it over here. Oops. New frame. Yeah, I'm gonna have to speed up the beginning part for sure. Let's see. It's so interesting though, because yeah, I get... Maybe if I just move this all over here. It's just not that fast, yeah. But yeah, I gotta bring all this over here for sure, because it has to end over here. And then maybe move this over here, and then right here ends off like that. Let's see. So this is the actual swing, so I gotta kind of keep this over here. And you know what, maybe instead of doing it like that, I'll just have it like does that even look like a swing? I don't even know. Good enough. Yeah, I can always adjust it anyways. Attack 2, right, save, publish to Roblox. Wait, let me double check. It's, yeah, 0.8, so save. And the final one is the one where he swings straight down, and that's gonna be the one where I had like the combo finisher attack thing. Great sword, attack 2, right. Okay, close, and then save locally. Save as automatic save. It's already saved, but I'm just gonna overwrite it anyways. And then just copy the final frame. Create new. Paste in the final frame. And this is gonna be great sword attack 3, right. Okay. Now we just gotta swing it, bring it up, and then boom. So let's see. How are we gonna do this? And we got that, and then his arm is gonna rotate up like this. Other arm is gonna kind of just follow the movement-ish. But there we go. And then, let's see. Yeah, so this is the part where he kind of brings the sword up a little bit. Maybe rotates it too. There we go. Here we go. Okay, and now he swings. There we go. So this is gonna be the fast part. So he just goes down. Boom. Like that. And let's see how that looks. Maybe rotate it a little bit over there. There we go. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Okay. And then for the final, it's just gonna rotate a little bit, rotate a little bit, and yeah, I mean, not much else to do here. Okay. I think I want to do this like over here. And then right here, this is going to be just like a finished. How does that look? Yes. Okay, perfect. That's attack number 3. Nice. Close. Now we just gotta convert these to left side. So I have a plugin for this. Flip. Anim. Come on, what was it called? Oh man. I'm gonna have to look it up again. Flip animation. Where is it? I had a plugin that did this. I wonder if I have it in my plugins toolbar or something. Animation flipper, there we go. Alright, there it was. Alright, so let me go back to here. Add tool. Animation flipper. Mirror. Okay, and then let's see if it works. So let's go ahead and mirror it. Right flipped, so we're just gonna call it left. Let's just do it for all of them. Oh, I gotta... There we go. Now that we got all that done, all we gotta do now is export the flipped animation. So all we're gonna have to do here is go back to the animator. And we're gonna go back over here, open, load the left animation. So let's start with idle. Oh crap. Oh, it's because the sword is in the other hand. But yeah, that's right. So that's right, that's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and publish to Roblox. Yeah. We can just click save. And let's go ahead and start copying these IDs. Copy. Great sword idle left 1. Oh, I forgot to copy the right 3. Whoops. Or idle left. See, there we go. Close and then start importing the other ones. Great sword attack left 1. Yeah, it looks kind of funny because the sword is supposed to be in the other hand. Publish. copy ID. Great sword, attack, 1 left. Attack 2 left, that's attack 3, whoops. Publish. Perfect. Come on. Great sword, attack 2 left. Close. Load, attack 3 left. There we go. Publish. Copy, close. Great sword, attack 3 left. And yeah, I gotta get the third one for the right side because I forgot to save it on accident. So let me go to my inventory real quick. Figure out where the ID is. I wonder if I could just open it actually. Right, this one. Okay. Maybe I could just overwrite. Man, this. That's not the right name though, whoops. Oh shoot. So I gotta rename that. Great sword attack right 1. Greatsword attack 1 right. There we go. Attack. Oh, what am I? I'm just gonna rewrite everything. This is weird. Great sword attack 1 right. There we go. Save. Oh, what am I? It's supposed to be 3. Oh my gosh. I'm messing up right now. Should be 3, yeah. Oh, it didn't change the name. I did all that for nothing. Whoops. Well, whatever. Whatevers. I do need to re-import the animation one though, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. So open that. And then great sword attack 1 right. Okay. Wait, I forgot to copy the ID. Bruh, I just did all that for nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna go to my inventory. That is... Whoops. Okay. Inventory, animations, attack right. Number 3, copy ID. Great sword attack 3 right. Perfect. I got all my IDs. Now all I gotta do is import the weapon itself. So that should be the easy part. Nice. All right. And I can actually do that inside a studio. Oh, I closed it out. Whoops. Alright, so I'm gonna have to reopen. Yeah, and then once I figure this out, I'm probably gonna finish the stream here because yeah, That's how it is. But yeah, I think that was good work. I think I got a bunch of good stuff done. I just need to import the weapon itself now, and then it should be chilling. Oh, and you know what? Now I'm reminded, I gotta set the weapon types as well, because right now you can equip like 2 great swords, which might be kind of weird. But yeah, we're chilling. Yes, sir. There we go. Okay, so what was I gonna do? That's right. Number 1, I gotta assets, items. I'm gonna configure the greatsword. Steel greatsword, yeah. And you know what? I could technically do it for any weapon actually, so maybe I'll do it for a different one. I'll do it for the greatsword, mithril one, because I want to see how it looks on the game in the game anyways. Okay, so we select it, and this is where we use the custom tool, custom plugin. Yes, sir. Look at this thing. But the game UI is in the way, so let me go ahead and disable that real quick. So let me go ahead and which UI is it? There we go. Let's go back to this. And we're gonna start working on it. Okay, here we go, here we go. So we got the animations now, so all I gotta do, create, right animation, idle. And let's start adding the animation attacks. And then we gotta do the attack 1, attack 2, attack 3. Greatsword idle left 1, attack 1, attack 2, and attack 3. And then we're gonna configure, well, I should have done that after. Nice, whatever. And then we're gonna configure it to the hand real quick. So rotation, set this to that, position it down a little bit. That looks right. Okay, and now we gotta put it on the back. So it's gonna equip to the torso. Let's go ahead and rotate it. Actually, yeah, we want to 180 it real quick. And then maybe set this to 30. Position it up a little bit. And then move it to the back. Yeah, this sword is giant. Looks about right. Let's go ahead and update item, and here I can show you kind of what the plugin does. Once I press it, you'll see it kind of changes everything. There we go. So it added events, animation, and everything. It should be configured now. Let me test it. All right. Okay, come on. see. Let's make it tier 1. We're gonna need more ingots actually. Tier 2. Oh crap. Going to tier 3. Moat is not a valid member of frame. Okay, something's different on. Okay. Let me double check its recipe and everything. Takes a tier 1. That's right. Let me set the type as well actually. So it's a weapon, it's a great sword. Actually I could do longsword. I think I have it configured to longsword right now, but I'll change that later. I wonder why it glitched out. Okay, looks right. I wonder if it's because of tier 2? Yeah, let's see, let's see. Where's the... Yeah, where's the great sword at? It's not here. Let me search it. Whoops. Oh, it's because it's an epic item. Whoops. No wonder. I was so confused, but yeah, it's this one. Okay, it was here the whole time. Whoops. It takes 5 ingots though. There we go. Oh, and then when I craft, it doesn't remove the item from my inventory, so I probably already... Yeah, I still have the previous versions. But let's see, let's equip it, see how it looks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What? What sort of animation is that? Is that the animation I made? No, it's getting mixed up, I think. What's going on here? Let's see. Okay, so that's the problem. Yeah, it's a long sword. Did I spell it? Let's see. How did I configure that one? The long sword, space sword, long space sword. Maybe it's that. Okay. Let's try this. I wonder if that'll make a difference. And I'm probably gonna have to craft the second one too, because... Okay, let's see. Come on. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to craft the second one. Let's see. Is this the longsword? Okay. There we go. It equips to both. The animation is still bugged a little though. Yeah, it's halved. It's halved. That's messed up. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on there. I wonder why. Let me go into the script a little bit. So it's gonna be in here. Okay, let's see. Is it playing idle still or something? Maybe it's playing idle still. Okay, it's not gonna be any of this stuff. Or this, I can ignore those. Let's see. Where's stop animation tracks? There it is. I'm just gonna start putting prints. Actually, we don't need to print this one. Let's try this. I just want to see what's going on. Because it should pause it right before it does the animation and it plays the animation and it, we'll see. Come on. Okay, so it is stopping it, but... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I see why. Okay, it's because of the ordering. It's because of the ordering. I forgot to configure that. My bad. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that for all these. Shoot, it's because I didn't set them to actions. Yeah, they're set to core right now. Dang it. Oh man, it's gonna be a while. But, that's alright. So... yeah, I gotta do that real quick. So let's start at the beginning. So... I'll just start from here. Attack left. Set priority to attack action 2. Publish. Is this the same ID? Let me double check. No, it's a different one. Oh, that's gonna change a bunch of stuff. Oh. But is this... oh, it's because I didn't override it. Whoops. I'm gonna have to delete that animation, actually. Let me head over here. Come on. $1060. Let me copy this. Okay. Is that idle? Oh crap. just gotta do that for all the other ones. Oh, did I said the... Okay, I did. Nice. Oh, I forgot to set the... Oh, I keep forgetting. Oh, I forgot this. Oh, I did it again. Whoops. Set the priority. Nice. Okay. Let's test it now. Come on. Come on. Don't let me down. Come on. Let's see. Please. Alright. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it does how much damage? 180. Alright, let's test this thing. That took so long. Holy cow. This thing should one shot. Yeah, oh, let's go. Oh my gosh. It took so long. It took so long. Yes, sir. Let me try killing like a billion at the same time. Oh yeah. Die, die. Yes, sir. This thing is OP. Nice. Okay, I mean, that's that working. I could also convert, let's see. And yeah, these are all gonna use the same animations. So I really need to make just this animation, dagger animation, katana animation, and that's it. So 3 more sets of animation. Let's see. Yes, sir. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright. Everything's looking good. Looking good. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna probably remove the prints now. Let's see. It was in here. Let's see. We can delete that. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to do. See what's gotta get updated. So I'm gonna set up a new one. 2x equals. Nice. Just gonna do converting to weapons now. That's gonna be easy. Let's see. I do want that. I say import button on my plugin though, so I'm gonna probably work on that actually before I leave. Okay, so we're done here. Let's go ahead and save. We don't need this open anymore either, so we can close that. I'm just gonna work on the plugin, and then after that, I think I'm about good. I'm about done. About done. I'm cooked. Okay, it's right here. Okay, let's see. Come on. Here we go. So we just need a button that, let's go ahead and take this over here. Actually, we want a button. No, text button. And basically what this button is going to do is just going to import, so I'll just probably throw it right here, it doesn't really matter where it is. I'm going to call it import item. And that way I can just click it and it imports the current item's info so I can reuse it instantly. Okay, let's go ahead and implement it. Oh my gosh, bruh. The only reason the script is like a K lines is because I didn't format everything correctly. Okay. Function setup. What was the button called? I name it? Whoops, I should have probably done that. Where is it? Come on. There it was. Yeah, so let's just call it import item button. Import. And usually I set up my variables up here. So I'll just do that. Where should I throw it? I'll throw it over here. Whoa. Is that correct? That's correct. Okay. We can start using this now. Is he just pulling from nowhere? Where? What is this? We should already have a selected item. Yeah, I gotta fix this up later. I'll just comment everything out for now. You know what? Let's end it here, actually. Yeah. Da 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 na. Alright. Not bad. I got a lot of stuff done. I got at least what I wanted to get done. That's always good. And I will go back and do more stuff later. But I think that's good. I got everything done. I got the binary sword done. Nice. That's good. That's good. That is good. Nah, we don't need to save that. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe, of course. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Great. Okay, see you guys later. Okay, bye.